Well, hello there, how are you all doing? So, the government, I can't believe this, the government has decided that to combat the boat migrants, it's going to introduce digital ID cards to what exactly? What? How's this going to stop the boat migrants? Are they going to get halfway across the channel and see a massive sign that says, have you brought your digital ID, and go, oh shit, no, oh balls, I haven't brought my ID with me. I'm going to get in the country, and then all of a sudden they'll be teleported back. Is that really what they're thinking? Or they'll suddenly turn around and go, you know what, lads, we haven't got our IDs with us, so sorry, we're just going to have to go back to France and just deal with things there. I think that's going to happen. Do they honestly think that organised crime, which is another one of their excuses, are going to turn around and say, you know what, we haven't got digital ID, so we can't do crime anymore, we're going to have to stop, we're going to have to go legit? No, what the fuck? What are they bollocks? Fucking idiots. They're just going to forge them. They're just going to bribe someone in the government that works in those offices and forge them. Same with the fucking boat migrants and people who are bringing them over. All of a sudden they'll be British citizens, even though they can't speak a word of English. Actually, you know what? No, they'll still be classed as British citizens anyway. They'll probably still get away with it. It's fucking bollocks. This is something they've been trying to push for ages, yeah? And they're going to make things worse and worse and worse until they can push it through. And what I said on Chris Thrall's podcast not so long back, I still stand by. The only way they're going to get this in where everyone accepts it is if they spark mass civil unrest, sectarian violence and civil war, which is what they're pushing. Because no one will accept it otherwise. No one wants this. Even with all the fucking illegal boat migrants, everyone can tell this is just a cynical bullshit push for something they've been after for yonks. And no one's going to accept it. I've already given the government, right, the best idea ever. And it'll solve all our problems and make us money in the long run. That's a catapult. Just catapult them back across the channel. Build a massive trebuchet or a catapult, depending on which one you want. Poof! Off they go. Once they hit international waters, as long as we make it powerful enough, they're not our problem anymore. So that's it. We just have the cost of the catapult. And if they keep coming back, they obviously want another go, so charge them £1. Poof! At the rate they're coming, we'll make the money back in about 6 months. Less than that, probably. All joking aside, this needs to stop. This government needs to go. They're at 11% in the polls, I think, something like that, somewhat ridiculous. They haven't the mandate to do anything. They didn't have any mandate before to do anything, but now they've got even less of a mandate. They got, 40% of a 30% majority, yeah, 30% voter turnout, which is nothing. 9 million votes. They got less than Corbyn did, yeah, during the last election against Boris. It's ridiculous. They need to step down, but of course they won't step down. They won't step down. Because they're in now, they're going to push through as many batshit fucking crazy things as they can. So we need to get them out. This protest on September 13th, I'm all for protesting. I don't think it does a right lot, but I'm all for protesting. I am. Showing those in power exactly what we think. But, this is a big but. Like many others, I'm worried about what will transpire, because this is going to be a huge, it's not a protest, it's more of a free speech festival kind of thing. Yeah, that's where Tommy Robinson is like promoting it, and fair enough. But at the end of the day, it's a protest. Yeah, there have been several instances of these illegals, yeah, these invaders being found with weapons. And I'm not talking knives and bats or anything like that. I'm talking handguns and machine guns, and being let through. You then have Keir Starmer ordering mass casualty tents and everything else. Now, this is something they've continued to do since COVID, which a lot of people aren't really sort of touching on, but this is something that they have been doing quite continuously since 2020. So it could just be a continuation of that. But the timing of the contracts, the mood in the country at the moment, you can't help but think that there's something else going on. And I don't blame people for thinking there's something else going on, because there very well could be. Who am I to say? But like I said, a lot of people are pushing this, or are a bit worried about this, but it has been something that every single year has been renewed consistently since 2020. Does it mean that Labour think there's something coming up and they're not telling us? Yeah, no. It could be something or nothing. It really could. I hope September the 13th goes off without a hitch. I really do. Because it's what we need. But it's also a way to vent our anger, I suppose. Focus it into something that's not really going to do very much. Then again, depending on the numbers, it might actually do a great deal. You never know. So whilst on the one hand, I'm saying don't go, on the other hand, which is weighing heavier, I say do go. The more the better. But if you do go, just be careful, eh? Anyway, see you later.